Welcome back, everybody, to the Arizona Cardinals Madden 19 rebuild franchise. I know J-Dub couldn't pull off the upset last episode, but still the series is back again today with the first place Arizona Cardinals. We have a couple division games on the horizon. I have no idea what game I intend to watch today. That Dallas game could be pretty intriguing, but we're going to pick up where we left off last episode. But we saw J.W. Unger set his career high in passing yards in the losing effort. 4 touchdowns, 4 interceptions. One of the wackiest games of the series, falling behind 30-3 and only losing by 2 to Atlanta. So a bunch of road games coming up. We have the Jaguars later this season. We do not have the Denver Broncos, sadly. I'd love to play against them to see how they're doing this year, but we can still check on their stats because I know everybody's curious. So the Broncos are starting Reed Schmidt at quarterback. He has just 6 touchdowns this season, and his ratings are not all that great. And at wide receiver, we know that they selected number 2 overall Kashim Verdon, who has 20 catches, 303 yards, and 2 scores so far. Not the best production, but it doesn't seem like this is the best situation overall. I'm sure that on other teams he'd be doing a little bit better, maybe like ours. One thing that was pointed out in the comments last episode is that we don't have a first round pick. So I need to do a good job of scouting a lot of the second round talent, but do keep in mind that I'm going to be a lot more flexible with how I trade draft capital. Like, I might trade my future first round pick again this year to make something happen. I look at our team as a very good one that needs as many difference makers as possible, so I don't need like 7 or more rookies every class. Sometimes a 4 or 5 man class is what you need. But definitely, offensive line is going to be something that's very difficult to address without trading up. They're just, with no first round pick, there's so few options early on, we're going to have to wait. So it'll be interesting to see how I navigate through that. It could be one of the big challenges here in the near future because this is just not a great O-line class, and we're not going to be in a position to draft somebody like Graham O'Neal. That's okay, I might have some creative solutions in mind for fixing this, so we'll see if I can come up with anything here in the next handful of episodes. But looking forward to just continuing this series. I'm having so much fun with it. I know that I had said during the game, if we win episode Saturday, Sunday, I'm not so sure it's going to happen anyway. We'll see. And yet another upgrade for the great Bradley Young, whose season is off to a bit of a slow start, actually, and not sure if there's a reason in particular. But I wouldn't mind upgrading red zone threat. There are always skills in some of these archetypes that don't fit that you really want. Stuff like spec catch, catch in traffic. Obviously, we want Bradley Young to do all those things. That does not say that we scored 7 points, does it? How is that even possible? What a horrible effort by the offense. J-Dub, 1 touchdown, no picks. Watson threw 3 touchdowns. What happened? Lemon 4.6. We didn't turn the football over. We were just not able to do much, I guess. We had 94 yards for Onobun. Young found the end zone at least, but wow. Bounce back for the defense though. Ahmad Burns, 11 tackles, 2 tackles for loss. Looks like he has the best chance to lead this team in tackles this season, and he allowed 6 catches. I kind of forgot that this game tracks records. It does do that. So J.W. Unger is now listed here in the year 2029. I should check these out more often. I'm sure some records have been broken in this series. We'll have to find out. We had Case Keenum throw 7 touchdowns in 2020. I should have remembered this though because I was always tracking Anton Greenberry's career stats until he broke the touchdown record and everything. So Ezekiel Elliott had some of the most yards in a season, that near 2,000 yard campaign. He did that twice, pretty much. The receiving touchdown record has not been broken, but we have a couple standouts. Nelson Aguilar and Dede Westbrook each had 18 touchdowns in a year. Here are the top legacy leaders, by the way, with Tom Brady at the very top of the list, but Ezekiel Elliott behind him despite no Super Bowl rings. So that's pretty impressive. 20 yearly awards for a running back. Oh, this is cool. We see Baker Mayfield, the Browns have won 3 rings in this series. I really wish they had Super Bowl history in here. Little stuff like that would be just an overall nice touch. 3 rings for Aaron Donald. Unless I missed somebody, this is the top player that was actually drafted in this series. A tight end for the Browns, Duncan Larson. He has really high legacy score, and I want to see these stats. Alright, so a few good above average seasons. We don't really see a lot of yardage standouts in the tight end department, but a good long career. I wish it showed totals there at the very bottom. Oh, it's a story from last year. Kashim Verdon was awarded the Heisman Trophy, so he's a Heisman winner. Didn't realize that before. We're going to upgrade our stadium today. It's a 52 rating. That was improved from a couple years ago. And we have the max concessions. Good. Now, we're going to upgrade the team store. Come spend money. How exactly does one upgrade parking? Like, there's only so much room. You have to, like, build up. Is that, like, how much does a parking garage cost to build? Alright, let's upgrade Jarvis Salisbury. Hope you all enjoyed the bye week. We actually did some stuff during it. He is the number 20 ranked right end in the NFL. And he's just an all-around solid player that I think will be on this team for a very long time. Power upgrade today. 6 ratings boosted, including agility and hit power. Here's how steady he's been throughout his career. Good sack totals and tackle numbers. Turn or Die has been cleared, and playing him might be worth it. I don't think we will, though. It's the bye week, too, so I don't really know how that would be handled here. Time to upgrade Deontay Wallace, who isn't leading the team in tackles this season, but he has that star development, which I hope he doesn't lose it, so I'm going to check out his goals, because I think that maybe it's tied to how well you do at actually hitting those. We'll upgrade his coverage again, though, like I usually do, and a little man cover boost today. Wallace likes to get 100 tackles in a season, so hopefully if we achieve one of those goals, we can keep him from regressing. That's one thing in Madden 20 that I know isn't going to be there. They've mentioned players are not going to drop in their development at the end of a season. I wonder if there's any situation where they can, but that seems like it'll be different. All right, both teams at 3-2. Cardinals and Rams. Wait a minute, I'm not ready to play that yet. We have made a trade. I have traded a 5th round pick for a tackle Watts Toller from the Jacksonville Jaguars. When I looked at our situation with our offensive line and the draft upcoming, I don't think it's a great draft for us to address tackle. So what I've done is I've traded for a tackle that I think could be developed into a starter for a while. Watts Toller is only in his 3rd season out of Montana, and he's a very good run blocker. His pass blocking does need some work, but I think that he's a good player to add to our team so that we can make sure our offensive line is solid moving forward. So that helps us out for the future. I might even start him here and see how he holds up at left tackle. First place in the division belongs to us for now. With a win over the Rams, J.W. Unger with a very good day. 3 touchdowns, 65% complete. A good yard per attempt. Maybe he got some deep passes in this one. On the ground, Lemon, 4.3 a carry. Riddle found the end zone. A score for Bradley Young, and finally that breakout game we've been waiting for. Fisher Sanders, 88-1. Ono Bun to the end zone. Jason Lemon scores in the air. I don't see a sack allowed here for the new tackle, Watts Toller. So, good signs there. A sack for Deontay Wallace. And I think that's about it for this. Oh, Holiday got a pick. Very nice. We have not talked about Bradley Sneed in a while, especially now that he is demoted to 3rd string tight end. But that might be somewhat temporary. We're going to upgrade his possession today. He's already a great blocking tight end. Yes, +3 to catching, and strength got better. So he gets better at catching and blocking all in one upgrade there. Not bad. And defensive end, Joseph Chambers with 87 power move. I like to take players with these tougher XP bars and just really focus on their strengths after a while to extend their careers. But I didn't even get the Power Rush upgrade. So obviously, I've made a few trades here regarding our draft for next year. We no longer have a 5th round selection, but hey, we have 3 7s. This looks like a Rick Spielman set of picks right now. One thing I do plan to do, though, is find a good backup quarterback. Just the way these classes are, they produce more quarterbacks than we have room for starters in our league. So I think that's something that has to be tuned. Too many good quarterbacks. Already? Bradley Young is getting upgraded once again. 85 overall. He hasn't been 85 for more than a few minutes, but I guess we're going right back to it. Let's go red zone threat again for the 86 overall Bradley Young. Spec catch is going up, short route running, agility. Here are the ratings now for the superstar in the making, Bradley Young. Very good all-around receiver now. And Marcus Sullivan. I hope that we can keep him still developing while we wait for a chance for him to start. It is his 2nd season. We will go speed rusher today. And we don't really get lucky with these pass rush upgrades, it seems, anymore. We win again. 500 plus yards from the offense as we win in overtime against the Seahawks. 2 scores for Malcolm Schmidt. Unger, 1 touchdown, 1 pick. Wow, we sacked Schmidt 6 times in a game we watched, and now 6 games in a simulation. Good consistency there. Jason Lemon, 86 yards and a score. Riddle scores again. We could be looking for a new 2nd running back at the end of the year, by the way. Riddle's looking for a pretty good deal. Receiving, Young, 93. Onobon, 103. Joseph for 64. Kitchens with a good day. DeGraff and Reed played well. Still no sacks allowed for Watts. Toller. So he's playing well, it seems, at left tackle, and we've done well in these last 2 games. Let's check out our defense now. 2 sacks there for Bosa, Iwabima, Vaughn, Sullivan. McFadden gets 1. Nice. With Salisbury. That would have been a fun play to watch. So I talked about this last episode, but I think that this is something we could actually keep Cosby playing for, potentially. I mean, there is a greater injury risk, of course. Awareness going down is odd. I guess the reward isn't worth the risk in this case. We have the Jaguars upcoming, then the Rams. I thought we had another matchup on there. When's the Cowboy game? It's this week. Cowboys are 5-2, so we're going to watch that. Back-to-back episodes against Super Bowl hopefuls here in the NFC. Turner dies back, by the way. 3 upgrades ahead of our game. Harvey McPherson included. 1 player that we did trade for this season. Good backup that can do different roles on the team. So we'll go run stopper with him. That's the scheme fit. Keep him upgrading as fast as possible. LaMarcus Russell, somebody that I could have considered trading, by the way. Wait, star development? I don't remember that. Did he always have star development? Maybe he did. I forget now. Was he just a low overall with good dev? Either way, he's somebody I might end up trading in the future. 1s across the board on that upgrade. And an upgrade for Watts Mathis. Overall does not go up, but zone coverage does. The Cowboys still have Mike Phillips. This should be a pretty familiar team. Vaughn Stevens, Quinn Locklear. They have Zeke and Trey Tutton. 2 good running backs. Jonathan Mitchell's a playmaker. This is a solid roster. And I think that we've, had the advantage against them in this little rivalry lately. We've had a lot of important games against the Cowboys in this series. And here's just the next one here in week 9. Showtime here at Jerry World. Let's get into it. Last episode, it was too many turnovers for J.W. Unger. Can't afford to do that again today. Hopefully our defense does better as we face a good quarterback and a solid offense. We open the day on defense, and here is Dallas at their own 25-yard line. Why are they not wearing their normal home uniforms? This is Zeke running left and finding some room, picking up 8 yards in the process. Now at their 35, it's 3 straight runs to open the day and some power from Elliott falling ahead. I like that strategy, though. I want to see more running backs do that. You don't have to break out a spin or a juke every time there's an encounter. And now it's a fake off the play action. Phillips to the middle, and that is caught out near the 35-yard line. Rams won their game, so they are right behind us in the standings. And now in the I formation with a good start to this drive. Phillips. He's going to keep it on the ground. That's what we need, Iwabima. Locklear in motion. And again they run. A very run-heavy approach. But now we're shoring things up. 3rd down and 11. And we got some pressure. Phillips chased and sacked back inside the 45-yard line. Way out of field goal range. Iwabima again. Good job recovering on that drive. It was 3 straight positive plays, so I don't think it was really lucky. Now from the 20 we open, throwing with J.W. Unger, incomplete from McAllister. I did think about trading him, but this year I didn't want to trade another playmaker ahead of the deadline. We have picks for next year. I like our team. Let's keep our depth and just push forward now this season. It's a run to Lemon, out to the right, a spin forward, falling ahead. How about that first down? If only it was. 3rd down and inches. Could be a fullback dive. Low chance probably. And it's a run, out to the right. Lemon jukes again, and brought down near the 40-yard line. Now it seems that every time he gets the ball, he's a true home run threat. He might take it the distance. He has all the moves he needs to get it done. New set of downs, another run, more room. Lemon gets 5, and an injury for Dallas. I thought it was kind of fun last episode to say if we pulled off the comeback, we'd do 2 episodes over the weekend. How about today? I'll do another episode Sunday to make it that 2 over the weekend anyway. If anybody can get a 200-yard game between the running backs and the receivers, or tight ends, just not Unger. 200 yards is easy. But if someone has a 200-yard game, another episode tomorrow. How about that? 200 yards rushing, receiving, not returning. Although I don't think I have any offensive players actually returning anything. Here's 2nd down. Unger over the middle to Onobon. 3 receivers and a quick pass over the middle. Young on the catch and run, getting 10. Another run. Now Lemon gets a rest, and it's Riddle getting 5 more. Very consistent today. Now from inside the red zone, it's Unger, and through the hands of Young. 3rd down now for Arizona. Unger out to his left, and Lemon could not get the first down yardage before heading out of bounds. So that's how this one gets underway. Dallas gets it back, and quickly again on this possession, they're moving down the field. Back into Cardinal territory. This time, will we be able to shore it up? Loss of 3 for Elliott, a gain of 6, and a penalty. So a field goal for Dallas, and we start this drive going backwards on 3rd down, 10 to Walters. And a fumble recovered by Dallas. So another possession spent inside Cardinal territory. Running pretty well with Elliott. And they're in scoring range again, knocked away. Touchdown, Jonathan Mitchell. I wonder who lost the fumble. Lemon did last episode. It was his only fumble of the season. Now at the 25-yard line, Lemon starts with the football and trying to work ahead. He picks up 4. He can run really hard. It's another run. Flag on the play, though. Who is it? It's Turner Dye's first game in a while. Who's the holding penalty on? Isaiah Wynn. Okay. Not Turner Dye this time. Here's Unger right back to the air. Lobbing one downfield. That ball got picked off. A perfect throw to Raji, making the catch and setting up Dallas toward midfield. Patrick Mahomes has the Kansas City Chiefs out to a 7-1 record this season. Feels like they haven't been awesome in this series in a while. It's Phillips off the fake, going downfield with it inside the 30 for a big pickup. Fake again with 4:12 on the clock. Bosa almost got there. Salisbury makes the play. We're playing our best defense here when they get into scoring range. It's kind of good, but why do we always allow them to get here? Although this drive, it's not exactly their fault as they had great field position. 3rd down now. Let's see if we can make a play. 5 receivers, empty look for Dallas. And here's Phillips out to his left. That's jumped and picked off. Take it back to the other way. Inside the 50, and he's gone. This is the young Parker Mays for the touchdown. How about that for his first career interception? There's some excitement from the defense. We've seen a fair amount of defensive touchdowns in these episodes lately. Dallas now has it in this tie ball game. And on 3rd down, they do keep converting. And now that they're on our half of the 50, we will watch this drive again, see how it ends up. Dallas going empty, facing a big 3rd down. They need to get inside the Cardinal 30. We send 4. Phillips, complete. Very close. I don't think he got there. So on to the second half we go. Dallas does get the lead back. But at least we had that defensive score. And now with the football getting across midfield. A good drive here to start things. Lemon getting 9. Moving the chains. Come on, J-Dub. 9 yards to Joseph. Joseph will take penalty yardage. Riddle's in the game. Lemon's back in. Oh, another penalty on Wynn. But we score. Oh, a penalty on Frank McFadden again gives Dallas the ball toward midfield. So we'll get into this possession now. Did not see who scored the touchdown, so we had a penalty on the play. I don't know, but we scored. 17-13 now with Dallas down 4. Toss right, here goes Elliott to the outside, picking up around 5. Here's a give to Elliott. And he moves the chains on 3rd and 3. Dallas at our 40. They've spent, it seems, most of their snaps on our half. There is Elliott, again getting room. Both running games succeeding today. We are 5-2, but we don't have many quality wins on the season. Seattle's 2-5. We beat a couple bad teams. So I really want us to beat a good team here and set us up for the playoffs. That's a fake. And plenty of time for Phillips on target. Near the 10, gain of 21 yards to Quinn Locklear. And from the 10, Elliott. Good open field tackle, Corey Holiday. Now from the 12, it's Phillips with a strike that gets broken up, and that's Ahmad Burns getting in the throwing window. So now from the 12, what do the Cowboys try to do? Only 2 receivers in the game. And Phillips swings it out. Elliott inside the 10, taken down by 2 Cardinals. And that'll end this drive. Now to try protecting this 1-point advantage. We start with a short throw to Joseph. Here it seems the only player who really is within striking distance of 200 yards would have to be Lemon. We don't have many passing yards. Lemon probably leads us in yards right now. Here's Unger. Given time, he's going for it all. He wants that extra episode, and it's cut downfield. Wait, no, it's not, and he's hurt. No, I thought he had it. Bradley Young. And now he's out of the game. Please don't be serious. From the 26, Unger's going deep again. He wants to help you guys. It's Ono Bond. He'll go 74 to the house. It's like he's trying to make up for yesterday. 74 yards, though. Let's go. Where do these deep passes all of a sudden come from? Dallas takes over, a 3-and-out for the first time today, and it's Arizona football, up by 8. Lemon gets 12, Lemon gets 1. 25 to Walker Onobun, so maybe he has the chance to get to 200. Why don't we see exactly how close he is? Okay, he's barely over halfway. 200 is hard. We don't see that happen very often. 106. He still needs 94 yards. He could do a lot of that right now. So from our 39-yard line, we begin. Bradley Young is in the game. Great, that's outside and caught. With a flag down, it's Onobun, but probably coming back. That's 3 today on Isaiah Wynn. I don't really know what exactly causes that, but 3 in one game is pretty concerning. First down and 20, backing up a bit more. And like I said, Young is in there as this goes to Joseph. 4 receivers in, but 3rd and 19. Dallas needs this stop, but they have to defend all of our speed. Unger dumps it off. Lemon stays in bounds and jukes the safety. Dallas football now. It's an 8-point game. Crunch time in the 4th quarter. Somebody's going to get a well-deserved victory. Wow. Can't believe that wasn't picked. So here's Phillips out to his left. You know what? After the pick 6 from Mays, I never really stopped to think about why he's in the game. I think we see Howell out there. Somebody might be hurt from a simulation, and I didn't see it. Here's Phillips. Intercepted! It's Ahmad Burns, the rookie! Look at him fly inside the 10! Touchdown! Yes! That's our number 6 overall selection, Ahmad Burns, the Michigan State Spartan. And that's going to get him a step closer to Rookie of the Year honors. One more look at it here. He wanted Locklear. Phillips just throws it right to Burns. But the speed, not many linebackers score on this. No one can get the angle. Not bad. Yeah, Cosby's not playing, but they're still causing us to have to use 4 cornerbacks, it looks like. So, good to see that we have, you know, the depth that can make plays. 31-16 now as Dallas takes over. And we'll see if they're able to make this interesting. 2-score game in the 4th. A first down to Lacey, sacked by Iwabima. Knocked away by Burns, having the best game of his young career. And they did not convert. Walters picked up 19 yards, and it looks like Arizona is close to sealing this one as they run it behind Jason Lemon, and he gets the job done. The game is over. Arizona moves to 6-2 on the season. We defeat Dallas again. Sorry, Coach Wilkes, but we had to get this victory and maintain first place. Unger had 248 yards passing. There were 3 interceptions in this game. Both running backs did well with comparable numbers. And receiving, Mitchell for 70 yards. Onobun led us in receiving with 106. Nobody had 200 all-purpose in this game. Lemon would have had the most. Corey Holiday had 11 tackles. Barton had 8. A lot of pass rush here from Salisbury and Iwabima. And some big interceptions by 2 rookies. Oh, come on. That's just too perfect. They both had pick 6s. They both get upgrades. So here's Parker Mays. He has quick development as a rookie. And he fits our scheme perfectly. So really, he can play. He can play for us. And we just need to see those intangibles get a bit better. And they certainly did right there. So someone maybe to keep an eye on moving forward is Parker Mays. But definitely Ahmad Burns is someone I've been very excited about. It's good to see that breakout game today. I was waiting for it, and it arrived right on time. 2 block shed, 1 speed. You saw how fast he was, and now he's at 88 speed with 85 zone coverage. Ahmad Burns is the NFC Defensive Player of the Week as Bryson Anthony decided to put J-Dub down in the single game record books a little bit. 523 yards. Shakir Cosby is going to return next episode as we get healthier, and we are currently 6-2 on the season. In the NFC, that is good for the second best record behind Philadelphia. So we're off to another great start this year. At the halfway point, we're doing really well. And next episode, we'll make more progress. We'll see how far we get. A Philly matchup in Week 14. We could just continue watching us play against the NFC's best. And maybe preview some playoff games. One thing I want to absolutely look at doing for next episode especially is getting out all the contracts that I can for this season. I know that I can't pay everybody, but we have to start with the most important players, and Aaron Howell is definitely one of those players. He's been a great corner for so long in this series. I don't want to see him go anywhere. He'd like a little more money, so we're not going to finish that one quite yet. But I really have to pick some spots here. Gilbert Vaughn, Deontay Wallace, Watts Mathis, Corey Holiday, they're all starters, and there's no way I can pay everybody what they want. Holiday has star development, by the way. I know that in Madden 20, there's going to be a feature that kind of tells you, like how in Ultimate Team, they have card backgrounds for everybody's caliber. They're going to have that in Franchise, but it's going to be for development. So you'll always have a quick way of checking out what everybody's development is going to be. They showed that in one of the previous live streams. Right now, I feel like we can replace Watts Mathis pretty well. I'm not so sure we can replace Deontay Wallace that well. We just got Ahmad Burns. Wallace has been good for a while. He's only 26. I don't know what I want to do yet. This is a hard offseason we have upcoming. Something I may have to consider is saving salary elsewhere. And when it comes to the cap numbers looking ahead to 2030, here are the highest paid players we're going to have. So keep that in mind. We can always make room, but at the cost of losing some good players. And to close out the episode, here are the season stats. J.W. Unger, 15 touchdowns, 7 interceptions. On the ground, Jason Lemon averaging 82 yards per game with 6 touchdown runs. In the air, Onobun taking a commanding lead in the yardage department, 6 touchdowns as well. For sacks allowed, Toller allowed 1 in 227 downs. And that's probably between 2 teams. Wouldn't it have to be? 10 games played? Not sure. Brinker allowed 2, Wins allowed 4. And on defense, Ahmad Burns leads us in tackles. He had the big pick 6 today. Salisbury leads us in sacks. And then in interceptions, it's Shakir Cosby with his week 1 performance. So that's going to end this episode, everybody. Thank you for watching and supporting this series and being so enthusiastic about it. I love making these episodes. Please smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you again soon with more Cardinals franchise. Have a great day.